that provide that quick start.
Here we go, son.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5.
Here we go.
In motion is the tight end Gates. Fields. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Here we go, son.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Go.
A run now for the rookie out of Georgia. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. And it's complete to Antonio Gates.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here we go.
Fields now to throw. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Here we go.
Now Fields on third and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They snap it to Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Antonio Gates from 4 yards out. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Now Moon. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Dragon 60.
From the gun, here's Moon. And his throw here's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. He's to the 15 and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devin Hester, 84 yards. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after one. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Zach.
On the handoff, Watson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, Zach.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that's complete to Gates. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Moon. It's caught by Sanders. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Let's go.
Moon to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third and 2. Now Moon. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Titans have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. well now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Throwing again is Fields. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Come on, set.
Here's Moon. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Let's go now.
To throw, Moon. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and fourth down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on fourth down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. But that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Moon.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Fields going deep here for Adelman.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, great. Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And once again, this is Sanders.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
On the set.
Now 2nd and 3.
Come on, set. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Moon. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go, set. Go.
Looking to throw. Moon. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Now Fields.
Over the middle, it's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Rolling to his right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Justin Fields
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And that's complete to Sanders. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Boone.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground with Spiller.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Come on.
Boone.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
This has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.